It's TxStampin Sharon. Welcome to my Stampin' and Sharon with Sharon. I am going to be sharing some ideas and tips for y'all using stencils or masks. As Stampin' Up sells them, they are called masks. So either way, they're super fun. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. I am live. It is 7 o'clock p.m. Central, and I believe it's July 18th. The month is flying. Yes, July 18th. I am live, so if you're joining me live, I do want to say hello, and I want to chat with some of you in just a moment. If you're watching the replay, I sure do appreciate you doing that. If you're new to my channel and you love what I do, the way that you can thank me is to subscribe below, share this video with your friends, comment. Let me know what you think about the tips and tricks that I like to share here on YouTube. So I do want to do some shout outs to those who are joining me live. First of all, I want to say hello and thank you to my friend Michelle Batson. She has a little blue wrench by her name, and she helps me during the Thursday night lives. Another person that some of my live members may recognize is Renee Paris. I don't know if she's on yet. But she also has a little blue wrench by her name. They are my moderators, and they help me during these YouTube lives. So either on mystery stamping or on my Thursday night live. The other thing I want to, well, thank you. Let's see, Lisa shared this video. I appreciate that. Yeah, let's get our stamping friends over here and let them learn and have fun with other fellow stampers like you do during the lives. The other shout out that I want to do is to those who are in the live chat who have a cute little Texas logo by their name. Those are my YouTube members of my channel. So there's subscribers and there's members. Members support my channel by paying $4.99 a month. I do a special live class for them once a month. And we're just kind of learning the ropes. We started this a couple of months ago, and I think they've had a really good time learning some unique fun folds is what we've been doing over there. So I do want to say thank you for your support, and I'm glad you're here. Let's see. I'm assuming everyone can hear me and see me because no one has said anything otherwise. So I am going to go ahead. And hi, Laura Peterson. I hope you enjoyed the movie. She went with the kiddos this afternoon to the movie. I got to talk to quite a few people today. Carmen, I don't know if Carmen's still on, and Laura and my friend Joe. I decided I need to talk on the phone more. I had a good day talking to everybody. So I'd much rather chat with you guys than do a bunch of emails. Oh, Carrie was the other one I talked to. I don't know if Carrie's on. She was going to try to make it. So, all right, let's see what I am up to tonight. Just a whole lot of fun. I love this card. It's gorgeous. It's easy. And look at there. I decorated the inside of the card at the same time that I decorated the outside. I kept looking at this and I was like, do I want to put my greeting on the inside or the outside? It didn't matter where I put it. I just couldn't cover up this beautiful card. So I'm going to teach you how I made this card, and I'm going to share with you some other bundles that have the same concept. I have a light flashing over there, and I'm like, somebody taking my picture. Nobody's in here but me. Anyway, so I just love this. I want to explain to you too how I picked my colors. Who is challenged by picking colors? Like you have a bunch of ink colors, a bunch of cardstock colors, and you're like, I can't pick. I can't pick. So we're going to go over that as well. I am using a stamp set called Layers of Beauty. Okay. And it also comes with dies. Now for this card, I did not use the dies, but as you can see, it would cut out the flower, okay? What we are gonna use is the stencils or masks. So the world calls them stencils, Stampin' Up calls them masks. So we're going to go over how to use these. I also decided, let me show you my card. You know, sometimes we like to be fancy. And do you see this right here? I just thought that was so fun. And that this was just sitting on my desk. So the Unbounded Love dies. I used this right here, and I just cut out a piece of black, and I just thought it would be pretty on the inside. Okay, so you guys are saying colors are hard. Colors are hard. All right, we may be focusing tonight a lot about colors. So if that's a challenge, let's figure this out. All right. One way, so this is in, by the way, I don't think I finished my sentence. Michelle Batson is my helper for tonight. I said that part. If you have any questions for her, you can type the @ and start typing Michelle's name, and she will see your message because usually I have my head down. I might miss the comment or question that y'all have, but during a live, this is the time for y'all to ask questions. If you have a question and I can help answer it during a live, this is your time. All right, so I've got the annual catalog, and I have turned to page 132, and there is a color wheel right here. I decided, now I also had this color wheel, which is the same thing. Stampin' Up gave us these at an event that was held in March. I knew I wanted pinks, okay? So I was looking over here. I've got some pinks over here, but I've got some pinks over here. I picked Berry Burst. I needed 3 pinks. Berry Burst, Petunia Pop, and Fresh Freesia. They're right here, okay? So these are called complementary colors, okay? As you turn the wheel, you can find other complementary colors when you turn the wheel, okay? Over here, these are considered monochromatic, all right? So I went this route. There is another route. I know, Carmen, isn't the color wheel awesome? There is another route. And Michelle, if you could grab the link. So Michelle is posting in the live chat different links for y'all so that you have them. So I love that she does that for you because I say it and then she goes and gets the link. Michelle, if you could go to my blog, so www.TxStampin.com, and grab the tutorial link. In my tutorial store, there is a free download that you can download this color coach. And this color coach, I find, I use both of them. I use both of them a lot. But this color coach, I find I use a lot when, let me move that out of the way. Anyway, if she could post that in the chat for y'all if you want to grab that link. But you know, let's say you know for sure you want to use Gorgeous Grape and you're like, I need a green. What green? Okay, well, I could pick Garden Green, Soft Sea Foam, or Greeny Apple Green. They're saying that those greens would go with Gorgeous Grape. So I use these sheets a lot. Now this is designed, I print mine off and I keep it with my 8.5 by 11 cardstock. It is designed to laminate and cut and put like on a ring. I just don't have a convenient place in my studio to use that. So I keep it with my cardstock. So I hope that me telling you these two different ways, okay, the color theory, using the color wheel, using the color coach. I hope that me sharing that with you will help you remember, oh yeah, I'm having trouble with colors. I've got so many. What do I pick? I'm going to pull out the catalog, and I'm also going to grab Sharon's free tutorial. Now, if you go over to the tutorial store, I see that Michelle did that. Thank you so much. She put that in the chat. Over on the tutorial store as well, you can find other free downloads, so you can search for that. I do sell some over there as well. You can also sign up for the Creative 8 Retreat over there. So it's just like a one-stop shop. Okay, so I picked fresh freesia, petunia pop. So this was my lighter color. Petunia pop is my darker, and then berry burst is my darkest color. I needed 3 colors. I also needed some greens, and so I think I used my green as well. I wanted. I went this way. I wanted a really soft green. So I picked soft seafoam, and then I jumped over here to garden green. I went with the opposite. So, it all still goes together, but I just kind of jumped around. Maybe I picked the greens from my color coach. I needed 2 greens. Okay, so we're clear on this. Stampin' Up! Will be offering this color coach like this, hopefully in the fall. They had said, there's Renee. I see Renee. Hopefully in the fall that they will offer this for everyone to get. Like we were given that at the event, but hopefully in the fall, everybody will be able to order that. Okay, now I have cut my paper. This is really important. Let me grab, I do not have a handout for tonight's class. I'm just doing a lot of Sharon tonight with Sharon. This piece of paper, the basic white, is six and a half by 5 1/4. Y'all see that? Because I wanted to decorate the inside and I wanted it to be matted. Matt's in the house, y'all. On my basic black. My basic black layer is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay. Hi, Trish Lappin. I was just thinking about you the other day. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. So this is the size of our paper. 6 1/2 by 5 1/4. I am using my Stamparatus. I feel really guilty sometimes that we don't still sell the Stamparatus, but those of you who have it, I find it is really easier to use because I'm stamping. Wow, it looks like I cut more off. Huh, I did. Huh. Wow, this is going to be an interesting card. I really cut off more. This one I did not. Huh. All right. We're going to use the one that looks right. We're going to put this back on. This is 6 1/2. That's what we need to do. Let's just measure it. Boy, I think it'll be fine. Where's my ruler? We are very laid back on Thursday nights around here. So 6 1/2. This one's right. When did that one come out? That one came out 6 1/2 too. Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, I scored it different. Okay, we're going to use this one. This one's right. Hey, at least I saw. I was like, that doesn't look right to me. All right, I'm using my Stamparatus. We do not sell this tool anymore. There are other stamp positioning tools in the world. In my opinion, this one is the best. This is really, I had to move that, so I'm trying to get this off. So if you have a stamp positioning tool, because I am stamping on this cut edge right here, I just want to make sure that I have the ability to re-ink. Now this is pretty darn tight. Y'all see that? It's all good. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to ink this up with Memento ink. And when I ink up, I like to give little wiggles. How do y'all ink up your stamp pad or your stamps? especially when it's a big one. I just want to make sure, I don't know, am I grinding that ink in? I don't know. So I always give a wiggle and then I always tap it out. Oh, the scored measurement, Laura, is 4 1/4. Sorry, I told you the overall measurement, but I didn't tell you the scoring. Score at 4 1/4. There you go. Y'all see what I mean? Because I am doing it, I need to move my magnet, I bet, because I've got that edge. So if you don't have, here's the trick. Let me bring this in a little bit closer. If you don't have a stamp positioner like this, here's your trick. You can just stamp on the front of the card and then just leave it like that. Like, don't cut it like I did. So you see how we're needing to come in here? Tap, tap, tap. Yes, Renee. Tap, tap, tap. All right. We're going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's what I don't know. I used to teach little children how to stamp. And then tap, tap, tap. Renee, it's funny. I had my little 2-year-old, well, he's almost 2, grandson, and we had some kids stamps, and he was doing tap, 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 and he was banging the heck out of it. I was like, oh, buddy, don't have to do it quite that hard, but thank you, Michelle. Michelle's giving you the measurement, 6 1/2 by 5 1/4, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm really pushing on that cut edge. Ta-da! I think I'm happy. Let's just do one more. Okay. So what I was saying is if you don't have this and you like this concept, go ahead and just stamp on the whole thing and then just cut it off. And then you may have to do some stamping on the inside or whatever, or stamp on 2 pieces of paper and just mount it. There's different ways that you could do this same technique. I am going to try to keep this clean. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to get my masks, my stencils. I'm glad you like it, Carmen. I think it's a beautiful stamp. It's a beautiful stamp set. All right, we got the measurements. Now the masks, let me get, speaking of masks, I'm going to use a little bit of masking paper. You could use Post-it notes. You could use, what's that stuff called? Washi tape. Let's see. These are just bits that I have. Not happy with that. Hold on. Hold, please. Okay, so here's what I want to do. When you get the masks, they are numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to do them in that order. You start with number 1, and there is a little notch. You'll see the notch? So I'm going to place the first one down on a piece of chipboard. And I'm going to use just a piece of masking paper. And I'm going to take a pen And I'm just going to mark where that mask is. Y'all see that? When I go to add the next one, I want to line it up with that little mark. Okay, so then I want to place this under, whoops. Let's try it this way first. Let me get it lined up with my flower. Okay, so I picked, right now I'm adding color, a lighter color to my flowers. Okay, so you see how I lined the mask up? Okay, so now I'm going to put this back here. And I'm just going to grab that. My paper is crooked. That's okay. I stamped crooked. I'm going to get my fresh freesia. Hi, Cheryl Ann. How are you? If you put Versamark on your clean stamps first, they won't stain when you use dark inks. I am using Memento. Good point, Wanda, by the way. And that's a great tip. I'm using Memento. It will kind of come off, but the pinks, the reds, they do not come off the photopolymer. All right, so I'm just going to get my blending brush, and I'm adding fresh freesia first. And what I have found is that I don't have to be perfect. I can have some shading. Y'all see that? You see how I left it a little bit darker? Okay. Now I am going to do something here. I just happen to have a few pieces of washi tape, and I'm gonna washi tape my card down. I don't want anything to move. Okay. So now I'm done with mask. Whoops, no, I wasn't. There was one more little flower. I just realized. Matching it up here, matching it down there. I forgot my little flowers. I know I saw in the chat that everybody was talking about how hot it was, except for Margaret. Margaret's up in New York, and it was like 69. We were melting here in the South, in Texas. So we're pretty hot, Margaret. So I'm glad that your weather is better than ours. Okay, so now I'm going to get my next mat, my mask, not mat. That is number 2. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'm going to line it up here. And the only thing I have to really worry about is swinging the bottom part because I'm crooked. I stamped crooked. So I'm just kind of lining things up and making sure. Yep, that looks good. I lost my other, I lost the mask, the masking paper. Just line everything up. So there are other bundles that have this feature, and I love that they've come out with this. So it's the stamp set, the dies, if you need to use them, the masks. Petunia Pop is my next color. Mary Moat said that it was in 70 degrees in Indiana. Kate Wright said it was 70 in Salinas, California. Y'all are killing me, killing me. No, I'm happy for you that you have such nice weather. All right, I'm just looking at everything and making sure that I'm happy. And then we're just going to add some Petunia Pop. I do want to focus on where my cut edge is. I'll kind of keep that in mind. So I'm basically looking for any holes in my mask. Okay, so can y'all see? I'll bring that up. It's almost goof proof. I don't want to say it is because I might goof it up, but it's almost goof proof. So look at what we're doing. We're just adding layers of color. Okay, and this, swing this one around. And now we're on stencil number 3, mask number 3. Lisa says 82 in Connecticut. And you're further north. My next color is Berry Burst. Stays on ink does stain. I see y'all talking about that. Stays on means stays on. It stays on. All right. So next I'm doing Berry Burst, and I'm just adding it to the holes in my mask. Okay. Bennett says, doing double duty, watching TxStampin. I'm so glad that you love my ideas, Brenda. Okay, I just think the shading on this is so pretty. All right, let's get number 4. And number 4, we're going to be switching to some greens. We've got our leaves. Look at those leaves. Look how fun. I think I did pretty darn good. Just first pass down. Where did that tape go? Masking paper. I'll probably find it when we're done. Okay. So now I'm going to switch to, I wanted a really light green, so I'm using soft seafoam. Cheryl Ann says, loving this way to color using stencils and inks. You know what, Cheryl Ann? It makes you feel like an artist. It really does. Because I'm adding so many layers of color, and the mask is doing all the work. And that's what makes it so fun. And if I wasn't talking and just doing, this card is really pretty quick. But I'm trying to teach you. I consider myself a teacher. And so I'm trying to teach. That's why I'm talking and explaining. My next color is going to be a darker color. And that is Garden Green. So my 4th stencil is coming off. Let's just grab this. And I'm going to get my 5th stencil. And I'm coming in, lining up that notch mark. Wow, I am really, I'm doing so good. Ruth Ann says, this wasn't on my list of must-haves, but it looks so fun, Ruth Ann. Yeah, you need to do this. Next one is Garden Green. I'm going to show you 2 other bundles. I just got one in. I'm going to show you 2 other bundles that you could also, that have this option to just do the masks. Like, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. It's gorgeous. And it's perfect. Unlike me, it's perfect. Now, I want to show you a trick. I figured something out. I decided, hold on. I decided that, this was too much white space. So, I'm going to bring this back in. And I'm just going to place this back down. By the way, if you do have Stamparatus still, remember to keep your magnets away from each other. Okay. We're just going to come in, wiggle, 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 tap, tap, tap. I put the ink on the wrong one. I need to be over here. I just love it when I make mistakes in front of y'all. Wiggle, 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 tap it out. Yeah, because I am not perfect. And if I could do it, you might do it too. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, there we go. And then I need to get my masks. So I need to get number one. Number one. I'm going to look at my image. So just so you know, remember I picked this up over here. So I'm going to come over here and add some, a little bit of color. I actually am not even sure if I'm going to use my mask. I'm going to come in like this. I don't know, I have to get some more. Before, when I did it, let me show you mine. I should have done it this way. This was way easier. I just got a leaf. I didn't pick up the flower like I did here. So I'm going to tweak it. It'll be fun. This is how we make it our own. And the reason I just did it without the mask is I have a lot of open space right here. Y'all see all that? I don't want to make a mess. So let's get number two. And let's come in right here. That goes right there. I needed darker on the fresh freesia. Fine, fine. Kate said that I'm so brave to do that. You know what, Kate? You got to take chances, my friend. You got to take chances. Emailer, we are not professional. We might be professionals in your eyes, but girl, we are just a stamper just like you. I want number 4. And I want this right here. But I appreciate you calling me a professional. But you know what? We're not perfect. We try things just like you. And if it doesn't work, it's just a piece of paper. Just a piece of paper. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to come in with a darker. This is really tiny. It's more abstract. I'm happy with it. I'm good. I'm going to make sure I don't have any ink on my hands. For those of you who are new to me, I love to keep some hand sanitizer on my hands, on my table, so that I can get that surface ink off. And you could color in the lines. Yeah, I could get a marker and color that in. I'm happy with it looking kind of abstract. Yeah, and I just noticed I didn't pick up my green over here when I did my mask. Wah wah. See that? Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Remember the die that I used earlier? Oh, my stamp. Grateful for you. I did not get my stamp out. I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for those of you who watch my channel, who support me. So in Layers of Beauty, it says grateful for you. Oh, I did get the stamp. Ha ha ha. I'm better prepared than I thought. Thank you, Kate. I'm glad you think it looks great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to stick this down first with just a little bit of liquid glue. All right, so now that I've shown y'all the masks, who's going to try it now? Who's going to be brave enough to go ahead and get it? Maybe it's been on your wish list. Maybe it hasn't. Who's going to be brave enough? Who's going to do it? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments if you're watching the replay. Okay. Just getting a little bit of glue there. Tap that down. Kate Wright says, me tomorrow for sure. Yay! Yay! Winona Hall, you're so right. We're our worst critic. No one sees the imperfections like we do. All right. So I'm going to stamp. Laura says, I will. Mary Yates says, I have it and now I have a way to do it. Connie says, I can't wait. I just received it. Connie, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. I always like to hold my stamp there. Let that ink really get into the cardstock. Just so that I have, oh, my little butterflies. Let me fix this. Look what I just found. There's that masking tape, masking paper. I'm going to use the brass butterflies, little butterflies flying around our flower. Whoops. And what's so fun is we can have one on the inside of our card. What do y'all think? We still have quite a bit of room to write, even though I cut off that front panel. You wouldn't have to cut off the front panel. Oh, guess what I forgot? This card is needing some a little bit more substance to it. Linda says she will. She's brave enough to try it now that I've done this. Nancy, thank you. I'm so glad you think it's gorgeous. There we go. So if you want to do what I did, just do the leaf, because that was, even for me, that was a little challenging to try to line up the flowers. But like Trish said, I could always take a marker. But I just wanted to teach you how to step it up just a tad. Okay, so this was done with Layers of Beauty. There is another stamp set called Enduring Beauty. It has the dies to cut out that flower, and it has the masks. So Enduring Beauty decorative masks. Okay. This is Layers of Beauty. This is this one that we did. Carrie, the size for the black base is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I don't know if you're just joining me or not, Carrie, but my basic white was 6 1/2 by 5 1/4, and I scored it at 4 1/4 on the 6 1/2 side. Okay, thank you, Ellen. Eileen says, beautiful card. I'm so glad. Thank you. All right, so the other one that is new that I just got in, this is called Frosted Forest. And I cannot wait to play with this one because it is a new online exclusive. Looking very Christmassy here, okay, if you wanted to have a Christmas tree look effect. But it's not really Christmas. It has the dies. Let's open these up. I just opened it. What was the measurements of the cutoff piece? This piece right here. Sue, if you cut your basic white 6 1/2, you're gonna be cutting off what, 2 inches? But it's 6 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay. So Frosted Forest dies. Ooh, Linda Goebel says she has it coming in a couple of days. Linda, I can't wait to play with this one. So there's the dies, cuts out the trees. Such good quality. And then we have the decorative masks. I think since the name of the stamp set is called Frosted Forest. I need to use some embossing paste to make it frosty. So I don't know if you can see. There's die number 1, number 2. So we can add different shades of greens. Oh, and then this. So this is a little bit different. These are 2 different trees. Can y'all see that? So this one we have 6. 1, 2, 3. So see, okay, so here's how I would do it. This could be brown. This could be green. And this could be white embossing paste. I mean, if the UPS guy hadn't just showed up, I would have tried to pull all that out. And so then this one, these are, whoops, A, B, and C. So these are numbered a little bit differently, but I'm assuming A, and then layers on B, and then layers on C. So C, to me, is going to have some embossing paste. We might just do that like next week. What am I doing next week? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. I cannot wait to play with that. Right, Judy? Don't you think so? Okay. Stencils. So much fun. 3 different options now available in my Stampin' Up store. Layers of Beauty, Enduring Beauty, and now Frosted Forest. Linda Goebel said, I was thinking the same thing about using the embossing paste. Great minds think alike, don't we, Linda? Okay. How can I score 4 1/4 to a black base? Okay. All right. Hold on. Louise has a question. Let's make sure we have that answered. I'm going to move everything out of the way. And I think Renee needs to come clean up my desk. Okay. Let's make sure that we're going to step through this correctly. If you're going to make this card, I want you to do it right. If you make this card, I would love for you to share it in our Facebook group. You could share it in any of them. Where's my paper trimmer? So this is a piece of paper that I cut in half. So this is 5 1/2 right now. And it is 8 1/2. I need it to be 6 1/2. Whoops, y'all can't see. 6 1/2 by 5 1/4. Okay. And I'm going to move that cutting blade out of my way. And I'm going to score at 4 1/4. Thank you, Carol. I'm glad you like my card. Okay. So this is our base, or this is our card, okay, that we stamped on. And then I cut a piece of basic black, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is what this mounts on. Whoops, what happened? Did I do 6 1/2? 6. I'm off just a skosh. Does that help, Louise? Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle is reminding y'all that next weekend, July 26th and 27th, is the Creative 8 online retreat held here on YouTube. Not my channel, but the Creative 8 channel. And we would love to have you join us. You can look below my video if you're watching the replay. Excuse me. If you're watching the replay, you can visit my Stampin' Up, no, my TxStampin.com. Let me grab that banner. There you go. You can visit TxStampin. How does that work? I'm trying to point to the banner at the bottom. And you can find how to register. It is a Friday night for 2 hours and then all day Saturday. There are 4 of us that do the online retreat. It is myself, Jackie Bolheis, Connie Stewart, and Brandy Cox. We are 4 demonstrators who love to inspire you. We have got our 18th retreat planned for y'all, and we would love to have you join us. If you have never been to the retreat, I promise that you're in for a treat. If you can't watch the whole thing, you can always watch the replay videos. We have tutorials for you. We have 48 projects. It's a lot. It's a lot. So Polly Libby says, Creative Aid is the best. Thank you, Polly. We also have bonus days going on. July is bonus days with Stampin' Up. Thank you, Michelle, for that reminder. If you spend $50 during July on my website, I will send you the tutorial for my 4 gatefold cards that we did last week. Last week? Yeah, last week. The 4 gatefold cards. And then you will earn a $5 coupon from Stampin' Up that you will save and use in August. Okay. Trish Lappin says the retreat is so fun. Thank you. Thank you. Paula Stewart says beautiful card. Denise Kane says nice cards. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. I hope that Renee Jine says I'm already signed up and I can't wait for the retreat. I hope that I taught you something. I hope I gave you some inspiration to use those stencils or masks and make some beautiful, easy cards. I will be back. What is today? Thursday? I will be back on, I love it when things don't work. Hold on Monday with mystery stamping. And I hope that needs clarification on the what? Okay, I'm missing something. Hold on. Renee is trying to tell me something. Let me back up. Okay, so I'm reading, the score should be at 4. No, the score is at 4 1/4. The score is at 4 1/4. Does that help, Louise? Okay, I think I got it. I emailed Stampin' Up about our conversation today. Okay, Carmen. Okay, all right. I think that's it. I'm looking, making sure. If I missed anything, you guys can always contact me on my blog. You can find the link below the video. Otherwise, I'll see you on